Life happens. Change happens. There are no prior notices, no due diligence, it just happens. Sorrows, setbacks, disease, death. They don't enter your life with permission or consent. And the worst of the uninvited guests is cancer. Why the worst? Because just like death, it not only affects you, it also affects people around you, people you love, people you longed for, people you care about. And unlike most other fatal diseases, there isn't too much happening to cure the cancer for good. We have come to the point where someone's disease is treated as a business opportunity. Instead of sympathy, we get welcomed by greed. According to BBC News, in 2013, pharmaceutical companies enjoyed higher average profit margins than caremakers, oil and gas companies, and media companies. It's about time we do something about it. Why don't we prepare ourselves to face it with our heads held high? Why do we have to wait until it happens to us or to one of our family or friends? Meet Level 2, a book written by a cancer patient who has been its victim twice in the span of 30 years. I was first diagnosed with cancer when I was 4. I fought it, I won, but the effects didn't go away. I had to undergo 14 chemotherapies and 56 radiation treatments, and later on in puberty, the consequences of radiotherapy caught up with me and determined my life until today. And now, after over a year of preliminary examination, my doctors had made serious mistakes and failed to take a laboratory sample, but it was confirmed that now I have cancer again in stage 4. This means I am fighting against my cancer by advocating against my doctors and the healthcare system, and out of motivation against the cancer business behind it too. As soon as I received the diagnosis, it was clear to me, this is no reason to give up. This is a task. It is time to act. So, Level 2 was born. The book is divided into 3 main parts. Part 1 will comprise of 2 stages. Level 1. Here I will describe the first part of my cancer history, when I had cancer when I was 4 years old. This has haunted me to this day, and is closely linked to my second cancer history. Level 2. Now, exactly 30 years later, I have cancer again, but my attitude to the topic of cancer has changed completely. Learn here how I want to master a hopeless situation, even if the end of this story is not written yet. Secondly, the cancer business. The development until today, suppressed healing methods, the pharmaceutical industry, why doctors do not recognize the problem, the lobbying that keeps the system up and running, the wrong doctrine about the causes of cancer, and much more that goes wrong in this system. And lastly, alternative therapies. In this section, I highlight important ways to help cancer patients and show that there is a lot more than chemo and radiation therapy, as we are led to believe. The problem is that they are suppressed with all power and cannot germinate. So this part shows ways to overcome cancer. I talk about anti-cancer diets, psychic aspects, and cancer, detoxification, self-healing methods of the body, important factors that should always be considered if you have cancer, and much more for a first insight into alternative cancer cure. Let's join hands and fight this evil trio of cancer, the doctors who make their bank from it, and the big pharma that is stuffing expensive medicines, radiotherapy, and chemo down our throats. Support my campaign, and in return, you will receive Level 2 along with other exciting rewards.